say we hop onto Overpass, and ta-da, we do. So, let's directly get into it. NOM surprisingly lost their own map pick, which was, let's say, extremely unfortunate. Bowie is doing the food, and now we're on Overpass. How much did FFA Mix ever play this map? No clue. That is the problem about it. Either they don't know too much about the FFA Mix side playing this map, and FFA Mix, they're gonna fall to some degree. Brilliantly done by Juan, and same goes for Black Eagle. They really contributed, and NOM is sweating in this matchup. NOM is really sweating. That's now Black Eagle. Just looking for it, could make it work. They got the kit, so the 5-second defuse is always possible, and Jap's flank is pivotal. That's it. Round done. To come back at you, officially with the HLTV listed matches we have, we see FFA Mix has never played this map with this constellation, so it's a bit problematic, I would say. Can't really give it a prediction. I don't know what FFA Mix or how much they actually, you know, try on this map or how much they practice map. This is of course a bit problematic to get the understanding of that. But I would say we're gonna figure it out because the beginning didn't look too good. A double IK setup with the utility only possible due to nothing else than the bomb plant. Otherwise, it would have been pretty much broke. Stay wait. Sino takes down Boo. Eat. I'm getting it. And now Hydra. He wants that frag. Doesn't get it at all. So, a bomb brought to the side of FFA Mix. F1, who takes down a sensor. That should be pretty much the story of round number 2. Nothing really surprising. Surely 2 AKs are nice to have. Don't imagine you're on my side when I say I don't see this going their way. Or I don't see this going their way under no circumstance. Okay, well then, Nerds finds 2 somehow magical kills. But there they strike. Actually, if you think about it, way too many casualties on FFA Mix to call this round very successful. On the other side, NOM. There you go for the eco, or more likely, I mean, Nerds could go for something like, exactly, a pistol and double flashbang. So yeah, it's all fine. But yeah, I think we don't really need to talk about that. This is no surprising round, besides the fact that somehow Sensor and Bowie got 2 kills. The nade is brilliant. That is the finest nade coming out of Juan. Still, this is now getting a little weird. Juan, by the way, from Albania, same as Sino, both Albanian players. And Zero Cool, also a man who used to play with Issa back in the days at exactly the team, the names I just forgot. I hate my brain sometimes. But now Japs, he's not going to hate his accuracy on that, but he's not going to even see anything. Nerds could still sneak through the A site. Technically speaking, he could sneak to the A site. Especially How about Black Eagle comes back? Okay, this is now the timing. And Nerds should not win this under any circumstance. There comes the nade. He heard the flashbang, and he's not gonna let him plant. Black Eagle? He just let him pass. He just let the man pass for 35 HP. NOM is getting additional money again. Surely Japs is gonna take him down, but a little odd, isn't it? A little odd. Good money for NOM there. NOM with an outstanding Molotov by Hydra. Is not getting too much. I love the wallbang. That's a classic by now. But no. Oh god, no. Don't tell me. Oh, Zero with not a nice positioning. He's not going to see anything. At least for now. And that double trouble is waiting over on short, but NOM is taking it slow. FFA makes in the lead by now. This Sinnoh standing so perfectly behind the tree. Ah, they're not going to see Infernal. Oh, nope, they're not going to see Infernal, who finds two brilliant frags. And that opens up a major door for NOM. Japs and his teammates shouldn't make this under any circumstance. It's only Japs who's then also executed. And Black Eagle with the save does himself a favor. And as the final city dies as well. Hardly any money left for FFA, so the eco is somewhat inevitable. And so let's see if Nerds and Co. really can turn things around in the favor of the team. I mean, it should be possible. FFA makes forced through. Their weaponry not great. No focus on A long. So overall, NOM's probability of winning this round is high, as I say it. Sensor loses his weapon. Hydra needs to take down another player close range. Ouch. And this is where you need to ask yourself, how did the shotgun not get the guy down? How did the shotgun not get him down? Question over question. Oh, brilliant flashbang land in there. He peeks wide. Oh, and he finds one. Bowie's also taken out of 21. And suddenly FFA makes stand a good chance. Absolutely astonishing. At this point in time, things could get quite sinister for NOM. As the combination of Bowie and Infernal need to try so hard to get the control over on the side. Japs is praying that the flames don't eat him up. And he goes out and he even finds the kill. Bowie, you're on your own. My goodness, he gets the frag. But otherwise, besides a voice crack on my sights, shouldn't be too much happening. Victory must pretty much go in the way of FFA mix. I mean, that's a should. We all know shoulds are made for weird sort of things, but there, a clear winner has been found, and that's FFA mix. The thing is, Nazar is, and that's the funny part, nearly, pardon, Nazar, sorry, Overpass is nearly as CT-sided as Nuke. So that is a bit of an interesting part, an interesting take to this. And, oh, sit up, okay, a lot positioning, continue with the Overpass thing in just a second. In the meanwhile, they leave so many positions open. Oh, the communication on FFA is missing so massively. So odd, honestly, so odd. Yeah, they're losing it. Sensor takes Black Eagle. There we go. There we are, and there we go. Brilliant move, a brilliant thing, and a brilliant situation to be in. And thank you, Windows, for letting me know that there's an update I need to do. I definitely wanted to hear that. Appreciate it. You gotta love Windows. You really gotta love Windows. Anyway, 4-2. From Windows, we go to NOM, who are bouncing somewhat back into this. I mean, sure, FFA makes... They have done it with this sort of buy in a previous round already. With Zero Cool getting a little aggressive. He does not even take any damage. Bounces and moves back. Funny spray down from Sensor. An FFA mix, once again, sending their opponent on the back foot. Uncomfortable situation. And a bit dubious to me, like how NOM still collapses in those situations. We saw it also on both Inferno and Dust 2, where often the weaponry was favorable for the Israelis. But things started to collapse so easily. Like, legitimately easily. So let's see. Players pushing through. Sino is blind. Another few players. Juan's aggression is a bit odd to me. It doesn't change the matter of fact that this is not what's relevant. What's relevant is to see if Zero Cool and Co can make it on the site. And they actually seem to let the opponent struggle. No chance for Hydra. NOM is losing another round. And this is the way to go. And now, I'm looking very much forward if actually this is going to be NOM collapsing. Wait, I have to read that in a second. From Professor Fappington. This looks hilarious. Looks like a copy-paste, but first of all, let's see if there's a copy-paste of a strategy we have seen over and over again. 2 players on a pedestal, and Nate, that goes deep. But look at the damage dealt. Japs and Co are most definitely not so happy about that. But NOM, I mean, they still have not really obtained any control at this point in time in this game. Jabs with what a boost from his teammates. Brilliant read by the FFA mix site. Now the flashbang comes. Infernal's gonna be eliminated, and Juan chimes in when needed. Flashbangs traded. A site under control of who is the question. FFA mix are losing it a little. Black Eagle waits and waits and waits. Could potentially die. Nope. That smoke is still covering him quite well. And that needs to be a consummate NOM play at this point. One of the players on down to 20. So it could be easily falling down. And this is now a bomb that needs to be defused. 10 seconds it is left on the clock. A player towards toilet spotted. And now one needs to start defusing. A white peak! And there I'm asking myself, why would Infernal white peak when there's no bomb defusals out yet initiated? Oh, so unfortunate. And now I need to read this. Because I was speaking 2 rounds before about my... What was it? My Windows update came in. Bill Gates will come to your house and make you listen to him talk about his philanthropic projects for 10 hours. I mean, Bill Gates seems like a nice guy. I would actually invite him over. In the meantime, while we have a break, let's take a look at the scoreboard over here, where nothing surreal is happening. ADR-wise, all as the frags indicate. The maybe a bit more interesting part is NOM flash usage. Because their flash usage is a bit better, makes a lot of sense because on the T-side it executes you tend to use flashes a little bit more. Still, it doesn't change much in the end. Yeah, little look at the stats. Always a big fun part. I really admire Counter-Strike for its statistic depth you can have, especially with HLTV, and that's always a big shout out to HLTV. In the meantime though, shutdown should be initiated. FFA are getting that done with ease, or should be getting that done with ease. And there it goes. And I mean, when we take a look on the previous score lines we had, it was actually, well, Bowie always performing in a consistent and strong way. So if NOM wants to really bounce back into this entirely, maybe he needs to even perform a little bit better, which also has its limits. You can't single-handedly carry your players through. As the shots are coming in, Infernal tries. Sinnoh patiently... Oh, look at this. Sneaks around the smoke. The edge he uses is so lovely, because in the meantime, his teammate pushes through, and that's a great addition for me personally from Juan, that he doesn't go too much overextends. Oh, but Sensor could have got a little more. He didn't have the realization about the player behind the smoke bomb, but a pedestal as a gift for FFA. Juan is already on the 3k. Could get the 4th if his teammate dies and he contributes. He comes by. And what a combination. He no-scoped him in the leg. And then the nade comes in. Or I could be horribly wrong, alternatively. Whatever it was. It looked fine. It looked good. It looked decent. NOM now taking an aggressive what? He didn't see the legs? I thought he saw the legs of Sinnoh, but that's fine. FFA again on the CT side. So far, quiet, solid performance. They're waiting out. There we go. Things are falling. And FFA makes with the 9-2. Pause being called by NOM again. And NOM, I mean, a team that right now needs to prove us what they're made of. Last time we saw them was actually at Copenhagen Games on the BYOC tournament. Funny that they actually went from Israel to Copenhagen, to Denmark. But back then, it was also a bit of a different lineup. In the meantime, my goodness, what a shutdown. The meat grinder works so well, but how is nobody having the control of that position? How is Bowie allowed to push through that? It's ridiculous. What a simple mistake. What a simple mistake. Jesus. Alright, those are unique sort of plays. Would have expected that. Here comes, Sinnoh does his job. Op prevails. And as people keep on asking, what is the language of chat? That is, if I'm not totally wrong, Hebrew. And Hebrew is the language of the Israeli people, or at least the language of the country Israel, if I'm not totally wrong. So yeah, that's Hebrew. And now, also, if my knowledge doesn't trick me, there's a difference between the language Yiddish and Hebrew. But it's somewhat similar. I have no idea. I know that's a difference, but I know it's also not a difference. It's a difference, obviously, but it's difficult. It's like a relationship status on Facebook. It's difficult. In the meantime, it's difficult for NOM to even obtain any control at the point in time. Sinnoh. I mean, it's a bit problematic there for Zeracle to really get anything done, whilst his Overwatch is pretty much isolated. Bowie taking a look at his back, the bomb down, and this is the possibility for round number 3. It's getting problematic. The again, they don't really react to the AWP, and this is a little odd, isn't it? It's a little odd that they don't react to it at all, and this all works out. The bomb has been hit to the ground, but Nerds is praying, hoping. There it is. 11-2. And FFA mixed with what a lead. Absolutely astonishing. So Zero Cool and Co. Right now, with probably somewhat of a surprising lead. I'm very honest, have to say, a little bit of a surprising lead probably is, because they didn't expect, or I can't imagine they didn't expect that they actually get so far against this specific team on, first of all, Dust 2 after losing their own map pick. That was already weird. And this map overall being CT-sided, surely it benefits FFA. There it goes. Hydra's eliminating Japs. The control belongs to NOM over there on the side of B. If Amix really wants to bounce back onto the site, I got my doubts it would be the best idea. There it goes. Taps him away. Oh, and Black Eagle with what a few shots! And there, he might have opened the door. Only Sinnoh to do something about it. As he moves on to Boo, he's going for it. He's pulling that one through. Nerds needs to hit his shots from start on. Wrong direction, Nerds! That's not gonna work! And if he's even gonna die, no, not the case. My goodness, FFA mix. What a way to win a round. Absolutely craziness. Absolutely chaos. (12-2) it is. Timeout from the terrorists, and a little reminder from my side, if you are living in the European Union and you didn't go voting yet, you can still do so, if I'm not totally wrong. So, you better not wait. Go for it. And try it out. In the meantime, NOM can not really try out too much here on the T site. Everybody's getting proper weaponry. But it is a half that ends minimum 12-3 for FFA max, part of FFA mix, maximum 13-2. And this round doesn't need to be the indicator. This round does not need to tell the story about it yet. Sensor moving through Monster might just have an easy one on Japs as he's taking out the nade. Another player waiting to get himself even positioned. So they caught him off guard to some degree. Nade's getting his own teammate besides that. Not so much fun, and a very weird Molotov to be thrown. I mean, would have expected this to be done. In the meantime, Nerds gets the Black Eagle, but Juan is reacting perfectly to it. Swings wide over on short. And the bomb still has to be retrieved. That's the first thing. From now, you can strategize again and adjust your game plan to what has happened so far. FFA makes overall with the players leading more towards the site of B, must go to the A site, but oh, Bowie, just being timed. So unfortunately being timed. He could have had a chance. They have all the knowledge. They have all the knowledge. And NOM, in round number 15, most likely won't bring it through. Hydra being tapped away by Juan. And that is the round, and that is the game, 13-2. And everybody pretty much chiming in, everybody awake over here for FFA mix. Now switching over to the T side, things could start to get a little uncomfortable. Once more to actually point that out, because it's always a very, very fascinating aspect to take a look at. When we talk about Overpass, in the last 3 months, it has been more successful for the T's, for the CTs than for the T's. 55 to 45, around that number. So that is the balance. Let's take a look at it. Oh, and what a shutdown from Hydra, but those Glocks, they chime in. And Black Eagle should get it done whilst reloading. Sensor is the man who did not really do much at Dust 2, then started to wake up. Still, the team, of course, didn't finish it in their favor, but now his USPS is the only thing that turns it around. Does it do so? The Glock hardly misses the shots in the head of the last Israeli, but it works, and that's what matters. Now, I mean, I wanted to actually build this up to be all NOM, but in the meantime, FFA mix proves how fast they are. Left lane autobahn, full speed in the 911, and so Sensor and co. They still got a good bit of weaponry to turn things around. Most definitely they do. With frags like this, things might turn around. Sensor is here to find more. And what sort of ridiculous shots came out of him, but Zero Cool and Co need to realize this smoke is about to fade. We got a bank player coming at us, but they don't realize. They thought they just got the player. They thought just got the individual on truck. But Juan, about to die, nevertheless. Again, this map a bit more CT-sided, just to let you know. A bit more CT-sided, well, should tell us a clear story. NOM, of course, can bounce back. NOM, of course, stand a quite good chance. And let's see if they'll make that work. Again, he's somewhat successful. Trying to open up a side. Tech 9, by the way, in the hands of Sinnoh, which extra props from my side for that. And let's see. A is the main point. Oh, an Infernal should be about to be dead. There he goes. Or, there he doesn't go. Player on long, headshot it away. And crazy enough it is that they already accessed the site. Crazy enough would be another kill. Oh, and the tapping from Zero, it pays off. The man still does need to bring the ball down. And that's brilliant from Sensor. He had the idea. I think you must have heard the reload. There it goes. 14-5. All good. All well done. That's the first, and that's a quite early pause coming in from FFA mix. Then even a longer pause has been called. Tech pause, it seems to be. We're back at it. 13-5. FFA mix. Team that has brought up a brilliant and amazing first half. 13 rounds they've achieved. And now AKs and a Galil in their hands. And a Sensor and Co. are most likely interested in hold that sand down again. I am not so happy about FFA Mix's play style at this moment because it doesn't seem to be that astute. In the meanwhile, brilliant flashbang number one. Sensor though takes down another, and behind Pillar he's gonna wait that one out. And there you're gonna ask yourself, what happened with the short player? Was it actually the first player taken out? I'm not quite so sure about it. Sinnoh just comes in, Sensor goes into smoke. Yeah, he does, and he finds one. And Juan's patience. He comes in when needed. Another player on site, spotted, spray is perfect. And now, FFA Mix finally find the 14th. Was about time for them. It's still a bit more they need to get. The thing is, though, NOM's economy is far away from brilliant. It's actually uncomfortably bad. I mean, legitimately uncomfortably bad. There's not even any room for discussion here. So, that's pretty much done with East. One of the only few rifles they had taken out, the M4 being swapped. And you see the A side hardly defended right now. Bowie doing himself a favor with this kill, of course. But Nate bouncing deep. He's not really benefiting. I thought there was a weapon up for grabs. But I was obviously wrong. And now a bomb could move towards A, but FFA Mix decided to then rather take it somewhat slow, as Sinnoh, funny-wise, is taking the back lines. Gonna realize anytime soon that there's nothing really happening there. He doesn't see himself any kind of worth anything when it comes down to taking down the A side. I understand. And as the flashbang pops, Black Eagle is prepared. One more waits behind truck. Hydra eliminated, and this bomb hitting the ground right there.
Bomb has been planted.
Whilst I'm saying that, Louis was a man to always watch out. Consistently performed over the last two maps. If you want somebody to take the round number 6 for your team in such a desperate situation, it is Bowie. He closes in, comes to become a threat, but the flashbang was brilliant. Juan takes him out. And now again, open them eyes to see how much money is left. $15-5. FFA Mix with another timeout. Another one of those. Another opportunity to get a victory right here. And then it's going to be against Nazar, who earlier in this qualification tournament already booked the ticket for the final. Whoever's going to win the follow-up best of 3 is, by the way, qualified for the Asia Minor. And Nazar, a team that, against every Israeli squad, pardon, had to always go on a third map. Was against Aquas, where they failed to do it on just 2. Was against NOM, where they failed to do it against just 2. An FFA mix, they have never played against Nazar before. Though both Nazar and FFA are pretty much from the same sort of region, out of Juan and Sino, both from Albania. So I would say, let's see. The last round it could be, and NOM might capitulate right here. Their weaponry, not the strongest. And in the meantime, 2 frags coming out for NOM. It is maybe a system that collapses by FFA mix. It depends how much the individuals can strike at this point. A height advantage for Infernal. It seems to work, and the bomb makes its way towards A. And this could be somewhat of a game changer, as retaking is not going to be that easy. But now upgrades have happened. 2 AKs. 2 brilliant weapons to turn things around, and an 8 hardly does anything. And I love Infernal's try to go for that wallbang. But now Nerds and Co. all come in, and they are getting another round for their team. NOM stays alive for just a follow-up day. But how much longer is it? FFA makes... Surely their losing bonus isn't the best. Together with that bomb planted, it could be one of those classic sort of pistol upgrades. But outside of that, not too much. As you see, the FFA mix with this weaponry should not obtain the victory, obviously. As the Ox are superior in this round, NOM should pretty much find themselves successful in this. Everything else would be a bit of a surprise, honestly. Yeah, and no surprises. That works fine. There you go. Only 1 scout to make it work. Hard gonna be the case. And again, a round where FFA is not gonna have too much money left. I mean, you still need to consider what about to do next, right? What is your step in this? As it's weird. I mean, I understand because of the losing bonus they're getting in the next round, which will be 2,400, or they should be able to obtain the AKs and such. I understand them doing that, but still. I can't say I'm satisfied by that. I can't say I'm satisfied by that, but who am I to judge? So no, going through and dying to the AWP. A perfect boost coming in. Infernal with his teammates should get it done. The MAC-10s, not the most astute weaponry, not the most ideal. And so, there it goes. Well, that was quick and fast. I'm very absolutely astonishing to get such a frag for the wall. An FFA mix, are they really losing track of this game right here? Spooky keeps on banging for the plywood as he intends to find another player. The fun part is going to be long, just as I say that. Just as I say it. Player lost. That is Sinnoh. An FFA mix. Three players they sent to the battlefield. And suddenly they eliminate another two. Equal it suddenly is. A side under attack. Molly goes deep down the stairs. Yep, that works. And so a bomb has to hit the side anytime soon. John again with a frag onto Bowie. And they keep on fragging and letting that dream for the grand finals be alive. But the Israelis most likely have a problem with gifting that one over. Sensor is looking for one absolutely astonishing, losing his head, and that should be it. Should be over, and it is 8-16, and we are heading into nothing else than a little break. You don't go anywhere. We got the final coming our way. My name is Sesh, and we'll just be right back.